Okay, so this is our mealworm farm. The goal of doing this was to gross people out for homeschooling purposes, for life cycles, and also to hopefully provide a sustainable source of home-produced protein, not for us, but for our poultry. I figure that if we feed about if we keep about 100 per day and put it into the breeding drawers, that we will be able to sustain enough protein for a 30 hen flock. So anyways, this bottom drawer here is our breeding drawer, and I just have paper towel in there right now so that when I want to move the beetles out of here, and the worms, all I have to do is pick up the paper towel and scrape them off into this drawer where they get moved. And then they lay more eggs in a new drawer. And then once I'm done doing that, then we sift through all of the frass. The frass is all of the bedding that's left over after it's all composted, and but it's full of eggs and usually baby wormies, so then they get to grow up. Now this is another bin here that we have that we took the beetles out of most recently, and I don't know if you can see it very well, but just to gross you out, you can see little tiny baby wormies squirming around on there. But when you first do the straining or the sifting, you can't really see any eggs or any worms. You just kind of see the bedding moving around, which is pretty creepy. Anyways, and then this is one that we separated a few weeks ago, and you can see, I don't know, maybe you can't, there's a whole bunch of just dead skins. They shed their skin probably about 10 to 15 times before they get to their full length. And this one here is, you can see the bedding moving. It's pretty gross looking. This is our very first batch of eggs that hatched, and these ones should be ready to be fed to the hens in about 2 weeks. You can see they're not big enough yet, but they do have a lot more bulk to them. You can see them on the top and everything, so they've gotten quite a bit bigger, and I'm not going to touch them with my hand because I'm just not that brave. But anyways, the worms get to be about 1.5 inches long, and that's about the age and the size that we'll be feeding them at. They'll be nice and big and juicy for the hens, and they'll be very happy. And so that's about the size that they are before they pupate. And then in here you might be able to see some pupa. There's some creepy crawly things. There's one. You can see him lying on his side. He's got little eyes and little arms and everything, and those are the pupae. And they're just getting ready to turn into beetles, and then after they're just a couple days old, they start breeding and start laying eggs, and you get about 300 eggs from each female beetle before they die. So we're, by the looks of the swarming that's going on in here, I'm thinking that we probably have, well, we must have just thousands upon thousands. You can just see the bedding moving as soon as I move it. So hopefully I can keep them all alive and not kill them, and we just have them in this little 4-drawer system. We give them wheat bran as their bedding, or oatmeal, whatever we have, and we just rotate them around once in a while in these 5 drawers. Not necessary, but it's more for the homeschooling purposes so they can see the different stages. And for their water, we just put in whatever scraps we have. Like Grandma was making sweet potatoes here today for Luke, so in goes the peel because the chickens don't eat that. So anything that the chickens don't eat, the mealworms get, and so they turn it into a protein source for the chickens. And that is the lesson for the day.